Hi sisters! Sorry it's been a while since I posted a video. Thesis reading currently has me caught deep within its papery clutches, but I do have some hilarious video footage to share with you. This is from a couple weeks back during finals when my roommate and I decided to play a prank on the rest of our apartment building. As I've mentioned in previous videos, all the people who live in my apartment are incredibly awesome. And over the course of the past year, we've all really bonded. And my roommate and I were talking about this and comparing it to all the other people we know who never even talk to their neighbors. And we decided it would have been a really interesting psychological experiment to film everyone's interactions over the past year to figure out why we all ended up becoming so close. And then we decided to see if we could convince everyone else in the building that this experiment had actually been conducted. So we put together a letter from the real estate office and a debriefing form and a consent waiver, carefully matching letterhead and using official IRB format. And then we slipped the letters under everyone's door and waited to see how they would respond. The reaction was better than we could possibly have expected. Within a half an hour, everyone was gathered in the stairwell talking about it. I was able to catch some of the reactions on film. Nobody was even suspicious that I was taping because I do that all the time. I'll let one of my housemates, who came home in the middle of the hubbub and was immediately handed a letter to peruse, read to you what it said.
Just read this. You have this as well.
The following document provides information regarding a psychological experiment currently being conducted in your residence. Please read the information below carefully in order to inform yourself of your rights as a potential subject in this study. A. Project description. In traditional psychological research, it has been your apartment is one of the data collection sites for this project. This means that over the course of the past 9 months, video data has been collected from common areas, including, oh boy, living rooms, kitchens, and dining rooms, as well as stairways and entryways to
We have to find all the freaking cameras.
No video has been collected from private areas such as the bedrooms or restrooms. This video has not yet been reviewed by We're sometimes access is strictly limited.
So do we, yeah.
Collected
But I'm assuming you just go in on the whole.
Oh my goodness, I sure am not giving my consent.
Hold on. Read that bullet point.
I agree to participate in the described study. I consent to the use of the video data recorded in my residence for the purpose of psychological analysis. In compensation, I will receive a refund of half of my rent pay.
$300.
$3,000. Over the course of this study,
$3,000.
$3,000 provided. My roommate also consents.
So there you go. Basically, the letter claimed that hidden video cameras had been filming everything that happened in apartment common areas for the past 9 months. And that if residents consented for footage to be used in the study, they would receive a rent refund of up to $3,000. Everyone was totally convinced that this was true. Some people went from apartment to apartment and actually found the hidden cameras. And of course, everyone was very excited about the $3,000. Here's everybody talking about what we should do with the money.
I think we should go on, like, we should just go on a junket.
Okay, I
Let's do this and just, you know.
Everyone get 3,000 just go somewhere?
Yeah, dude, we'll just all go on some big cruise together. How about it?
I'm totally doing this.
The funniest part was we set it up so that both roommates had to agree to participate in the study for either one of them to receive the $3,000. This meant people had to convince reluctant roommates that it was a good idea to sign the consent waiver.
If one person agrees and the other person doesn't,
Then
you're not going to get the $3,000.
It's like this weird prisoner's dilemma, man.
We waited a couple hours before finally revealing the truth. All in all, we were very satisfied with the prank's success. I also have some fun footage from another exciting finals week event. My friend Christine hosted a Narnia party at which we read aloud the entirety of C.S. Lewis's Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Here are some highlights from the thrilling sea monster sequence.
Suddenly, an appalling head reared itself out of the sea. It was all greens and vermilions with purple blotches. It had enormous eyes made for staring through the dark depths of the ocean, and a gaping mouth. Every man rushed to his weapon, but there was nothing to be done. At that moment, Rikachi called out, "Don't fight! Push!" It was so unusual for the mouse to advise anyone not to fight that even in that terrible moment, every eye turned to him. The brute had made a loop of itself round the Dawn Treader and was beginning to draw the loop tight. Their only chance was to push the loop backward till it slid over the stern. And now the real danger was at hand. Could they get it over the poop, or was it already too tight? There came a great crashing noise like a tree coming down, and the ship rocked and darted forward. The whole of the carved stern broke off, and the ship was free. And when some rum had been served, they even raised a cheer, and everyone praised the valor of Eustace, though it hadn't done any good, and of Rikachi.
Oh, and finally, speaking of reading, I'd like to announce the winner of my last video's Guess How Many Pages I Read in Grad School contest. Tallying all the pages I read for the 9 classes I took this year, and not including reading for my thesis, I've concluded that I read 15,673 pages in the course of 9 months. The closest guess was made by Colwyn, who estimated a total of 15,423 pages, which was only 250 pages off. Congratulations, Colwyn! Unless you have an alternative preference, your prize will be a free Sister Salad t-shirt whenever we have a chance to get them made. And if you're wondering what 15,673 pages looks like, it looks a little something like this.